Apologies in advance if you hear my washing machine going off. Like now. And apologies, I don't have a cup of tea on me, Bookish Brits. I've got a cup of hot chocolate because I've actually managed to get Dolce capsules again. Yay! Anyway, hello. How are you? Andrew here, reporting for duty in this boring-ish video. So, as you guys know, last month I told you, you can tell it's been a while since I've done recording because I'm looking at me and the camera's there. So I'm trying to look at you. Yes, no. Anyway, last month I turned around to you guys and said, this is what I'm doing for July. I'm going to try and read a lot of LGBT books, and in August I'm going to read a lot of proofs. So the proofs that are mainly focusing on other proofs are the e-proofs that I have on my Kindle, but I'm going to do some proofs which are on my shelves, mainly on my Kindle. So, how did I do? Disaster. It was a complete and utter disaster. Want to know why it was a complete and utter disaster? This. Do you know how long this took me to read? Do you know how long? 2 months. 2 months. Okay, here's the thing. I like this. But it is so dense, like literally. For the first month, I was reading it as a side project, as you know. I started it in May, and so May and June, I was just like, just a side project. July came along, and I was like, right, I've got to get this finished. I cannot have this. And because the original plan was, in my head, I started reading / audiobooking The Queen of the Train in March and April time. And I got really into it. So I thought maybe I can finish the series off, because I've not read the third and final book. It's on the shelf behind me. That's the cat. He's got a collar on, which means he can go in and out. There. It's there, behind my head. And I know what your reactions are. Don't do it, it's a trap. But this book took so long. This book took so long. And you know what the most frustrating thing about this book is? It wasn't as good as the first. Like, everyone was saying, the first 2 books are solid. The first 2 books are good. This isn't a bad book. It's solid read. It's solid. It's fancy. It's much darker than the first. Which is awful, because the first was quite dark. But this was just as dark, if not more so. There were a lot of trigger things in here, like sexual assault and abuse and harm, and there was just things I was like, and there was just things in this book I want to sit down with the author and go, explain this to me. But it took so long. It took so long, so every now and then I had to sort of stop and read other things. So I didn't read what I was meant to reading. I was reading like The Cat Who Saw Red. I was reading picture books. I was doing things because this was just taking so long, and sometimes I just had to go, I need a break. I need a break. And then once this was finished, I was going to go, right, I'm going to go LGBT. I'm going to start reading some of the books that I've got linked to Pride Month and Penguin Random House LGBT Book Club, which I've got 2 behind me, one on my Kindle, because it was on my Kindle, and I saw it on the net going, and went, I need to have it. That didn't happen, because I was invited to an event at Waterstones, Piccadilly, for an evening with Kathy Reichs. She is one of my favourite crime authors. So, as soon as I finished this, and I knew I was going to this event, I started reading 2 Nights, which is actually an e-proof on my Kindle. This is a signed copy. She's one of my favourite crime writer authors, so I had to go. And I'm still reading it. It's taken a little longer than I thought I would, because usually with Kathy Reichs, I power through. It still takes about 2 weeks to read it, but I can get through it very quickly. So the plan for that today is to just finish that off. I'm on my so I think I'm on 82%. It's on my Kindle. My Kindle's broken. I need to get a new Kindle. 82%. My Kindle every now and then has a bit of a glitch, so every now and then it downloads it again. Even though I've only paid for it once and I bought it years and years ago, it does it again. So my LGBT month of reading, July, kind of non-existent. So what does this mean for my reading plan for this month? Because this month was meant to be proofs that are on my Kindle and some of the proofs that are behind me. You might see one by my head, like this up There's a few of them. So, but most of my Kindle, I was planning to do. So I kind of changed my plan ever so slightly. And the plan is going to be, I'm still doing proofs, mainly on my Kindle, but I'm going to do 1 or 2 behind me. I'm going to try and do some LGBT. There's 2 books which are on the shelf, mainly 3 I might try and do. I definitely got 2 I want to do by the end of September. And I think I might do some polls on Twitter and on here, so you guys can pick my reads, you guys can get involved. I like getting involved with you guys, and it's always interesting when I did it a few months back, and I picked some really odd choices of books, where you guys went, because I think this happened 1 month where I picked like 4 really fantasy books, and I was like, you're going to pick, I think it was option A, I thought you were going to pick that one, and you guys picked option C, and I was like, okay, that's odd, but okay, I'll go with you. And you guys are awesome, because you guys pick really good reads for me. So yeah, so the plan is now to sort of mush it all together, so it goes from this month and possibly next month as well. So basically just carry on what I'm doing, which is just really what I like. But I have those tempos in place, and I can deviate ever so slightly, because I want to read some stuff which is not going to count. So I have got 1 or 2 things on Kindle I want to read, which I bought, which I want to read. I've got 1 or 2 things behind me, like for example, you might not have noticed. Yes, oh, yes, that way. Okay, right there. I have never read Earthsea. The Earthsea. I've never read the entire. I've never read it ever, so I want to read that. I won the book called Satellite on Instagram. I want to read that because that sounds bonkers. I've got Nemesis, Miss Mortal Coil, the Illuminate series I want to read. A few proofs. I've got my magazine called. I've got the Artemis Fowl books here, and Fallen Children. I swear I will read this. I bought this at the book launch, and I told the author, David, who is wonderful, I will read this. I still haven't done it. It sounds bonkers and scary. So, I still haven't read Hate You Give. So, and the reason I've got to go through this is because at the end of the year I've decided that half of them have got to go. Half of them have just got to go. I don't know why I've decided this is a good idea, but I'm going to do it. So you might do a video of me in December having a bit of a panic. Because, do I keep this? Do I not? What do I do? So, yeah, so my plan for this month and next month is to do LGBT, do some proofs there, and electronic, and just read. Just try and read. And do some polls. And do some polls on Twitter and on here. So, what are your guys' plans for this month and next month reading? Is there any books you've seen on the shelf behind me or on my Goodreads that you think I should have a look at? I will put my Goodreads link down below, and I'll link all the titles of some of the books I've read. I think these 2, and probably 1 or 2 that I'm going to figure out, try and figure out. Oh, this is getting long. Anyway, I'm going to have some hot chocolate about those video, and then I'm going to start reading because I finished this today. This is the last thing I do. That makes it sound like I hated it. I don't know, I'm actually having really good fun. So, yeah. Bye!